Hey there! Welcome back to Cities in a Blink, where we uncover the stories behind the world's cities one blink at a time. This is How Did That City Become the Capital? Our journey through the political hearts of nations. Today, we're exploring how Minsk, Pristina, Podgorica, and Chișinău became the capital cities of their nations. Minsk's modern rise as a capital is closely tied to the Soviet period. For much of its earlier history, Minsk existed within larger political systems, including the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and later the Russian Empire. Its modern political importance grew when it became the capital of Soviet Belarus. By the time Belarus became independent in 1991, Minsk already held the main institutions of government and remained the capital of the new state. Pristina followed a different path. Today, it is the capital and administrative center of Kosovo. Its status grew through its role as the main political and administrative center of Kosovo in the late Yugoslav and post-Yugoslav periods. When Kosovo declared independence in 2008, Pristina was already the city where key institutions were concentrated. Because Kosovo's status remains disputed by Serbia and is not recognized by all states, it is more accurate to describe Pristina carefully rather than treat its capital story as entirely uncontested. Chișinău's capital role also came through 20th century state formation. After the Soviet Union took Bessarabia in 1940, Chișinău became the capital of the Moldavian Soviet Socialist Republic. When Moldova became independent in 1991, Chișinău remained the capital. So in this case, the clear story is one of continuity. The capital of the Soviet Republic became the capital of the independent state. Podgorica is the most layered case of the four. Modern Montenegro uses Podgorica as its administrative capital, while Cetinje remains the historical capital and cultural center. Cetinje had been the capital of independent Montenegro until 1918, but in 1946 it was succeeded by Titograd, now Podgorica. That means Podgorica's rise was not simply the erasure of Cetinje. It was the shift of day-to-day government and administration to a larger modern center, while historical prestige stayed elsewhere. Taken together, these four capitals show that capital cities are not always chosen in the same way. Sometimes a city keeps its role because a previous political system already placed the institutions there. Sometimes a city becomes capital because administration and government have already gathered there by the time independence arrives. And sometimes, as in Montenegro, one city carries the state administratively while another retains historical capital status. Minsk carried over its role from Soviet Belarus into independent Belarus. Pristina became the capital and administrative center of Kosovo as Kosovo's modern institutions took shape. Chișinău carried over its role from Soviet Moldova into independent Moldova. And Podgorica became the administrative capital of Montenegro while Cetinje remained the historical one. So the pattern here is not that all four cities won in exactly the same way. It is that each became the place where government actually operated when modern statehood arrived or was redefined. That is a quieter story than conquest or coronation. But very often that is how capitals are really made. If you love discovering cities and the stories behind them, hit that subscribe button and join us for more adventures. Next up, we're heading west to Ireland to explore why Dublin became the capital and why that choice wasn't always guaranteed. Thanks for watching Cities in a Blink, where stories of cities come alive, one blink at a time.